welcome back to a new episode of The Divine Talks. I don't even know my own fucking thing. The Divine Talks with TRACY G. And I have the very, very, very special guest right beside me, the one and only Amalia.
Hi, thank you for the amazing, so big introduction. Thank you. I love you.
Get your first one.
Oh yeah, I'm honored to be here today. Finally.
Yeah, we've been planning this for what, like
Months.
Yeah. She's a basic yell, and I think
So are you.
I am too. But we finally fucking did it. But we're kind of always together in a sense. We just never had time to like sit down and do this
Set
podcast.
this whole thing up.
But what we got here is obviously grape juice. I'm just kidding. This is a wine. We're gonna have wine talks with Amalia Naranjo.
It's the alcohol talks with the divine today. No,
Yeah.
it's not even that.
You know, I have a video from before. It's called Wine Talks.
Yeah.
And it was a year ago, and I was talking about like my whole like trauma, relationship, whatever.
Oh.
And then I was drinking wine. It was really fucking funny because I'm like, bruh, this is kind of like the part 2 of it.
Part 2.
Oh,
1 year
and
later.
I did say, if you guys want to watch it at the end, I was like, you guys don't know, the next time I do this segment, I might be with someone else. I didn't actually necessarily mean, I think I was talking about like a relationship or something, or a partner or whatever, or someone that's gonna join me with the wine talks, but yeah, look at you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You manifested it.
we manifested this shit.
It's a celebration every time we link up. Facts.
Period.
Because we got so many things to be grateful for.
So, speaking of grateful, what are you most grateful for right now? Like, give me the top 3 most grateful moments of your life at the moment, despite of all the fucked up things that's happening outside of that.
I'm grateful for, today, or in this period of time last year, was when I, made the move and moved to a whole new city by myself with nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing but 2 boxes.
Shout out to Montreal people. She's from Montreal.
Yeah.
She decided to move here.
Yeah, and at first I moved into a friend's house. Shout out to that friend, very helpful. And then I found my way. Okay, we're gonna say his name. Shout out to Steve.
Why? He needs a recognition.
Yeah, I just didn't know if you wanted to say. Yeah, shout out to Steve. And then I found my way into the city somehow, met some beautiful people. So I'm grateful for
I'm just kidding.
the beautiful people I met, but I actually met her before moving in here.
I didn't.
She convinced me. She's like, "Do it, move here." And
did you regret it?
I never regretted.
Really?
Never. I'm actually was one of the best moves I did in my life was to get out of my comfort zone.
Right.
To a new city. I mean, that's what I needed. And yeah, I'm grateful for having the nerves to do it and for all the people that helped me do the move. And, it's full of trials.
Exciting moments.
Yeah, and then successes as well. But I'm 100% grateful for all of it and all that came with it. And it's still a journey of growth and discovering. So, yeah, that's 1. 2 more. I am grateful for my family and friends in general.
Yeah, you're surrounded with
A lot of good people, and I'm realizing as you grow up, your circle gets smaller. It's inevitable, and I'm not mad about that, honestly, because a lot of people I thought I loved and they loved me. It's like I think we're able to vibe, but there was nothing that we were able to teach each other like that, and those people naturally faded away. Yeah. I didn't even have to move a finger. And that's the thing, I'm not chasing after friendships anymore. I'm not,
that's true.
Not that I'm not doing efforts. If I love you, I'm gonna do efforts to keep, but it should be a natural thing. It should be a two-sided thing.
Yeah, it shouldn't feel conditional.
Yeah, fuck those one-sided relationships, you know?
Period.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the third one?
Third one.
Yourself.
Oh my god. I was gonna say that at first, but then I was like, I'm gonna sound conceited. Conceited.
Fuck that.
And I get told that a lot. But you know what?
Fuck what everybody thinks.
Exactly.
The right people, like the right people, would definitely like appreciate you as a person. And honestly, you inspire me a lot in a lot of ways. To be completely honest, like I know like people think like, oh, she thinks she's all that, whatever. But like you are all that. The fuck, like what? Like are you mental? Do you not see it? Like you inspire me in so many ways. Like you have that courage to like take yourself out of the comfort zone, and no matter how fucked up the situation is, which I could truly relate as well, you always find like the bright side of everything. And even though you like we go through it, like we like vent about it, we rant about it, we talk about it, and we acknowledge the fucked up things or whatever it is that's happening in your life or my life, for example, but you're able to kind of see the bright side of it, and you like come back 10 times stronger than ever.
Thank
and,
you.
You keep learning and things in life.
That's the goal. Like there is a time for dwelling on your whatever sad stories, but then you know we cry together, we fight together, we get up. It's the only thing you can do.
Yeah.
Just don't stay down.
Don't stay down. Yeah.
And you know it's like we're talking about that because it is also a challenge for us. Yeah. But the good thing is that, you know, we have each other. Like, we literally, you know, gone through shit. And
yeah, for over a short period of time, too, no? Mm-hmm. This is why I meant, like, friendship, relationship does not define by time. Because this person right here knows more than probably the people that have been in my life, like, for a decade. Which is crazy because like you realize that it's not about the time, it's about the right people that come into your life and actually gets to know you or accept you, or you know what I mean.
I just remembered this. I made a poem about friendship that someone sent back to me because it was for that person. It's like, can't relate that to you anymore, but I love that poem. If I remember what I said, it's not about quality, it's not about quantity. It's about quality. As you grow older, your circle will get smaller. I forgot. And then it's like...
That is true, though.
Mm-hmm. And then it's like real friends. Oh, everyone is running on the same track. But when you fall, who's got your back?
Damn.
Bars.
It's so true.
Something. Because real friends are here to stay.
Period. That's the point. But it's true though. Like
it's not about the line that really got to my mind right now is it's not about quantity, it's about quality. You know, a lot of people hold on to things because they're familiar to it and it's been such a long time and you know that person and you think you know that it's because you're comfortable, it's familiar to you and you think it's right, but no, it's just comfortable. Most of the time it's not right. It's just that if you decide to let go of that, it's not going to be easy, but it might be the best thing you do for yourself.
Period.
Cheers to that.
But yeah, that's crazy because I honestly, my circle of friends we were just talking about friendship today. Like, I think I'm able to talk about it now because it's been a long time, but I've had friends that have been like really close. Like I spend every single day with these people. But like most of these friends are no longer a part of my journey now because you realize that certain people in your life is just a part of that chapter. And then there's certain people that are meant to stay and are meant to like come into your life to like experience something. And I never regret any of my friendship or any relationship I've been because I'm like, at some point there was a moment where I truly treasure what we had. and all the memories we've created together. But you gotta understand that like people have different intentions, right? Like it's like the more you work on yourself, the more you like literally make like you know, the more you work on yourself, the more you like align yourself with the right people, and like you attract the right people in your life. And I feel like my crowd these days, the people that I'm surrounded myself with, are very like-minded. And like you guys, like you probably understand me in a deeper spiritual meaningful way more than like the people that I probably spent most of my time with before, because I think before the friendship that I had was a bit more of like fun,
superficial.
Yeah, like
it only makes sense, and it's not wrong, because it means that was your you were younger, you probably didn't know yourself like you do today, and learning about yourself is a long life journey.
Yeah.
But at that point, when we're young teenagers, we're not really thinking, we're just pretty much being dumb the whole time, just living, chilling. So most of our relationships are superficial, but we don't care, just trying to have fun.
That's true.
But then it's just inevitable.
And I think that was also the time that we feel like we're pleasing people a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Or like we're trying to fit in a certain you know, circle. I feel like all of us, even though the people that thinks that they are all that, they're also trying to fit in certain cycles. Like nobody really gets to know you for who you are during that moment. Like it's just a matter of like
it's a natural human thing to want to feel like you belong to a certain community, to a certain group. So therefore, you're gonna tweak certain parts of you to feel like you're fitting in.
I don't know if this is just you. This is me, like, or something. I don't know if you can relate to it. Are you the type of person that you attract people, you gravitate people, but somehow you have these group of people around you, but you're not alone, but you know you don't have a specific best friend. Does that make sense? Like you have a lot of friends, and people think you're their best friends.
Yeah.
But you seem like
you don't feel the same. Cause I feel like that's just what happens with like natural leaders. Because people are like,
you're not a follower.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not like it's a bad thing to be a follower. It's just you either you are, either you're not. And then if you are a leader, naturally you're gonna build a lot of friendships where people are gonna be like, oh my god, you're my best friends, because you make them feel so good and comfortable and great, and you listen to them. And not everyone has that. So you're my best friend, and you're like, I love you too, bro. I love you too, sis. But like, it's not like that.
It's not. Yo, let me tell you this. I have so many friends that were, I had a lot of friends that were very possessive over me.
That's so bad.
Like, I know, right? Like possessive, like they think they own me type thing. Like, okay, I love y'all.
That's my pet peeve.
Yeah. Like,
as soon as you show some signs of wanting to own a certain aspect of me, I'm like, stay away.
I think that's also one of the things I had to work on within myself, was to like, because I naturally feel like I make people feel seen. And so when the moment they feel like, oh my god, this is the person that like made me feel comfortable, I was like, I want her for myself, and that I always get, even when I was like younger, bro, like there's this one girl, I'm not gonna mention her name, but she was literally, she cried to me, and she was like, I thought you were my best friend, but seeing you with other people makes me feel like you're not, like it's just one-sided. I'm like, well, I'm just not allowed to have other friends now? Like, what the fuck, you know? And it's not the first time. I always had friends like that. They're like, they think they own me, or like, you belong to me and shit. I'm just like, baby girl.
Yeah,
that's not the case.
Like, you're not my mom.
Yeah.
My mom isn't like that. Your mom actually, she understood that even my parents, that are the people that love me the most,
are not like
they
that.
know that I'm not someone to tame or keep in a cage. Like, don't fucking tell me what to do. Don't think you own me, because I'm gonna be gone on the second.
Dude, that's so me though.
Yeah.
That's literally me. Like, I don't like it. It's my pet peeve too. Like, when you feel like you own me, like, I'm just like, I want my freedom. I think it's because you have an Aquarius in your chart. What's it?
Yeah,
Aquarius
probably. Or when people, or people that, I don't know, because I was going to say when people say, I know you, right?
Oh,
it's
bro,
like,
I
think you do. You think you know me.
Oh, you know how many amount of people that say shit like that to me? They're like, I know you, Tracy. I'm like, how would you know myself more than I know myself? I'm evolving, girl. The person you met like 2 years ago, she not me no more.
Yeah, but again, I think you said that earlier. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. And it's like sometimes it could be relevant, but most of the time it's not. And at the end of the day, there are some things that are essential to your person that never change, like your core values.
Yeah, I mean, like, I haven't changed.
Exactly.
But like, my perspective changed.
A lot of things changed, but in either way, I know myself that I'm gonna be like ick when someone tells me I know you. No, the fuck you don't.
No, you don't. Exactly. Actually, no, let me rephrase that. I know myself enough to know what I show you is not really what you think I am, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, like, how do you know me more than I know myself? You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean you know me? Like,
people only show you what they want you to see. Firstly. Except if you're, like, living with someone for a very long time, then you might feel like you know her or him. But otherwise,
you may know
don't show all
facts about me, but I don't think you know me. Because, like, it's weird for you to know someone else more than you know yourself. Maybe get to know yourself first and understand yourself, and then you can tell me that. Because even if you don't understand, you know what I mean? Like, the thing is, like, I hate that too. I've heard it so many times from a lot of people that I was friends with. They would be like, Tracy, I know you. That you're this person, you are that, you're this. And I'm like, maybe that's facts. Yes, it is a part of, like, what you saw about me and what I'm willing to show to the world. But I don't think you know me, because as nice as I am, as kind as I am and whatnot, there's a part of me that I don't show people. You know, there's always two parts. You think there's always two sides of you. There's the yin and the yang, the negative, the positive, the bad and the good, you know? It's just that my good outweighs the bad, because I don't want to shed light to the bad.
Because you decided to pay attention and make that positive, grow and nurture that side.
Yeah. So, like, for me,
as a good person out here.
Yeah. Trying to get the points from up there. But at the same time, like, as good as I am, there's a part of me that is also equivalent to that. So I don't show that part of me because I know how I am when I get mad, or when I get to that point of, fuck you type shit, but, like, I don't let that shit, like, I don't shed light to that part of me. But if you get me to that point, you're done. You're done.
Yeah,
that means you got me to that point. Like, you didn't have to. Like, you didn't have to,
Yeah, because you do everything in your power to get to know yourself, to know how to not take you into that place. If someone pushes you there, it's not gonna be pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I totally get that.
You know what people tell you all the time? Like, you're very calm and collected. You're not, like, that's why, like,
me?
Yeah. Like,
really?
Like, but,
oh well.
Shit. But yeah, like, they want an emotion out of you. People want to get emotion out of people when they're hurting. They're like, I'm not giving you that energy, because that's what you want, and I'm not giving you what you want. Okay.
Yeah.
You want to be miserable. You want, because just because you're miserable doesn't mean I need to be miserable.
Misery loves company. That should be the theme of, like, this right now.
Yeah, misery loves company.
People will try to get a reaction out of you because they feel like, if I'm miserable, you have to be too. So I'm gonna try to trigger you so we can be miserable together.
Like the phrase.
Go meditate.
Go meditate.
Find out why you're miserable and work on it.
That's so true. That is true. But you know what they say? Like, some people are comfortable with the chaos. Some people just are addicted to the pain sometimes.
They're addicted of the feeling to feel like they're the victim.
Yeah, the victim mentality. I want to shed light to that, actually. I want to talk about it for a long time. The victim mentality. Because, like, you think that your things are always, like, there's people that, like, oh my God, they focus so much on the negative. Like, they think that the whole world is against them. And
yeah, I can relate to that though. I'm not proud. It's just that I know it's something I have to work on, because a lot of time I'll be like, oh my God, this happens to me. This happens. Like, when someone asks me how are you doing, I'm gonna literally tell you how I'm doing. I mean, if I care about you, right? Like, I'll be like, okay, so this happened, and you like, I feel like this, and but I'm also happy because of that, and then whatever, just blast whatever's happening.
But at least we're able to acknowledge.
You have to have a balance, right?
Yeah.
You can't be toxic positivity is like, that's also not good, but
it's also healthy to talk about the things you're going through. Because you can't lie. I mean, like, that's not the case, you know? You can't be like, yeah, you're going through it and be like, yeah, everything's great, everything's... Look at your face.
Exactly.
You want to cry.
Tell that to yourself first.
You know,
it,
like,
and then tell me that.
You know, like, be very honest with yourself. Like, what is it? What is your problem? What is it? What's the issue right now? What is it that you're going through? Feel it, talk about it, or I don't know, like, journal about it, and then release them and then feel them, you know what I mean? But like, don't dwell on it.
Exactly. Because release, let go, and move on. You know, and I mean, not move on and forget about it, but like, you know, work on whatever it is. Be constructive about it. Don't be like, it's self-sabotaging yourself about something that you regret. There's nothing that you go do with regret.
That's true.
But true. I guess, going back to what you can do about it is, what she said, release, acknowledge, and then get up and work on it. And, you know, and then actually the next thing you have to do is sit and think about the good things. Think about the things you do have, you know.
Oh my God, I was just talking about that.
Grateful, like, saying what you're grateful for is a super good exercise for everyday life, because if you shed light to that in your life every day, I would say every day, we need to do that every day, because then it puts you in a better mood. Because you actually, if you're not grateful for, like, we live in a first world country, we really don't have that many issues compared to the rest of the world.
That is true.
So, like, if you just pay attention for a minute to that, and you feel that grateful feeling, and then the good vibration is gonna start vibrating, and you're just gonna be positive.
You know what I seen somewhere? I think what this says, I don't know, like, the right phrase, but it's kind of like, it comes down to like, God doesn't, or the universe doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you are. Like, it matches your energy in a way. So like, if you're coming from like lack of mentality, or like miserable kind of life in a way, and you're only focusing on the fact that you're lacking of a lot of things, the energy you're putting out there is basically God's matching your energy. It's like, God is you, God is within you, God is everything, right? So that means you have essence of God within you. So whatever you feel is gonna be reflected to what it is,
into your reality. Is true.
Into your reality. True. So like, I'm gonna give an example. Like, say one of my biggest blockage right now is money. I think it's because I didn't grow up with a lot of money. I was programmed and conditioned that I can never have enough money, and it's not like, and like in my culture, or like in the Bible, or the religion that I was in, it was like, having a lot of money is evil, you know, or like, rich is evil, or this or that, you know, like, you can't have too much money because then you're working for the devil or something, like, but like, that's like, I feel like that's was programmed to like countries, like third world country, or in general in the world. They want you to believe that you cannot have what you need or what you want, like, or what you want to achieve.
Right.
You can be very abundant, you know.
Yeah, like humble is the most sanest, holy way to be. To be extremely humble and live in poverty and be proud of being poor.
That's not, you know, that's not the case, because there's, I'm gonna say this,
like you said,
there's a lot of, exactly. The people in power want us to know that you can't have this, because then I'm not able to control you. You know, if you are coming from an abundant mentality, or like, you know, all these things, that you vibrate in a very like higher vibration, you're able to achieve everything you want. Like literally everything you want is possible. I believe in that. You know, it's just that it just needs more of like a push and actions and believing in yourself and surrendering to the higher power that everything's working out for you. I feel like you're able to, you know, get yourself out of any situation, and you always do. Like, we always do. Like, we think that we're not able to get ourselves out of it. We always do. Trust and believe. If you can look back to your life and how many times you fall and then you get back up, you're not gonna like think like, oh my god, nothing's gonna work out. You know, like, there's a lot of things that can work out. Like, we could be on the streets right now. We could be like not having anything, but we are, like, we're here. We have a roof over the table, like a roof, like over our head and shit. But yeah, like, you attract what you are.
You attract what you are. That's why, and then an important point deriving from that principle that you attract what you are. Yeah, is that you can also decide who you are. Because sometimes not sometimes, every time when you're born, you don't decide where you're born or like what family you end up being.
That is true.
Your environment.
That is true.
You know, all these things are out of your control. What is in your control is that when you start growing up and you start having a consciousness about what's going on around you, then you're supposed to get in control about how you feed your mind, how you feed what you see around you. You know, you have legs, arms, and a mouth to speak your mind to move away if that doesn't. It's not convenient to you to be here in this space. That's going back to the victim mentality. There's always a way out.
True.
Yeah, if you settle to be a victim, then you're like,
you're always
I was born in this family. Oh, I was here and then I couldn't do anything about it. No, you decided to not do anything about it, except if someone's holding a gun on you, and most of the time it's not the case. It's just you're in that mental prison, right? You're limiting yourself because you think you're not enough. You're not brave enough. You know, all these limiting beliefs that really are just illusions and conditionings. But your mind is the most powerful tool you have.
Period.
Use it.
Period. Literally what they say.
You know what this makes me think of? You know, Paris Hilton, when she wore the "Stop Being Broke" shirt.
Oh.
Like, stop being dumb.
But you listen, there is an immense amount of money everywhere. It's actually something that I'm learning too, because I can't, like, I'm like, literally my mindset is like as much as like I look at my bank account and I'm like, fuck bro, like I'm broke or some shit like that, like I want money, or I can't afford this, I can't do this. I have this limiting belief that I can never make enough money.
Listen to Ice Spice. There's so many ways to get paid.
There is so many ways to get paid, but like,
especially today, like
in this day and age and whatever, the society, like there's a lot of ways. There's social media, there's whatever, like
scams.
Like, as long as you're not like trying to rob people or something.
I mean, the government's robbing us.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna rob the rich actually. I'm sorry. This is everything. Life happens for you, not to you.
That's the definition of getting out of the victim mentality.
Yeah, it's
take your power back.
Take your power back, exactly.